All right, folks, grab your coin jars, check between your couch cushions, and maybe even raid your grandma's change stash, because today we're talking about a humble little penny that could be worth $1 million. That's right, $1,000,000 for a 1997 D Lincoln penny. Sound crazy, right? But I promise you, by the time we're done, you'll be running to check your pocket change. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh, great, another tall tale about rare coins. Let me tell you, I've been in this game a long time, and I've seen regular people strike it big with the most unexpected coins. One time, I had a buddy who thought he had just another ordinary penny, until he sold it for more than his car was worth. And trust me, his car wasn't that B.so. What makes this penny so special? Why would someone pay $1 million for something that's literally worth 1 cent? Well, sit tight because we're diving deep into the world of rare coin values, minting errors, and why this specific 1997 D penny has collectors foaming at the mouth. First things first, let's talk about what we're looking for. The 1997 D penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the little D mint mark below the date. Now, most 1997 D pennies? Completely normal. You probably have a dozen of them rolling around in your car's cup holder. But here's where things get juicy. So, why on earth would anyone pay $1 million for a penny? Well, this particular coin has a mind-blowing mint error. It's known as a double die obverse DDO, meaning the details on Lincoln's face and the lettering look double because of a striking mistake during production. Now, if you've never seen a double die before, imagine looking at a sign after having one too many drinks. Everything's a little blurry and doubled up. But in the world of coins, this isn't a bad thing. It's a jackpot. Some of these 1997 D pennies were accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet, meaning they were printed on a coin blank that wasn't meant for pennies. Imagine a penny that's way too shiny or feels a little too heavy. That's a huge indicator that you've got something special. All right, so you're convinced you might have one of these bad boys. What next? Pay extra attention to Liberty and In God We Trust. If the letters look stacked or fuzzy, you might have a winner. Check the weight. A normal penny weighs about 2.5 grams, but an error penny might be heavier or lighter. A cheap digital scale can be your best friend. If your penny looks too silvery or goldish, it might be struck on the wrong metal. Now, let's talk real money. These pennies have sold at auction for jaw-dropping prices. Some have gone for tens of thousands, but the rarest of the rare, one in pristine condition, has been valued at over $1,000,000. Imagine finding one of these in your pocket change. That's like winning the lottery without even buying a ticket. A guy in Texas once found an ultra-rare penny while checking out a gas station. He almost gave it back as change, but decided to keep it. A few months later, he sold it for a six-figure payday. Moral of the story? Always check your change. So, let's say you think you've got the one. What do? Seriously, I know you might want to make it shiny, but that can destroy its value. A grading service like PeaceGS or NGC can verify if you've got the real deal. Heritage auctions, eBay with proper authentication, or major coin dealers are your best bets. The 1997 D penny that could turn you into a millionaire overnight. Now, before you go digging through every penny you've ever touched, here's what I want you to do. I drop videos every week on coins worth serious money, collecting strategies, and insider tips that could put cash in your pocket. It helps more people discover these hidden treasures. If you've ever found a rare coin, I want to hear about it. Who knows? You might inspire the next lucky collector. All right, go check your coins, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, folks, let me ask you something. Have you ever found a penny on the ground and thought, it's just a penny? Well, what if I told you that one tiny little penny from 2016 with a D mint mark is now worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million? That's right, over $1 million for a coin most people wouldn't even bother picking up. Now, before you start frantically checking your couch cushions, let's talk about why this specific Lincoln penny is so valuable. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll never look at pocket change the same way again. Because I've got a crazy story about the time I almost tossed a valuable coin in a vending machine. Yeah, I nearly lost thousands to a bag of stale pretzels. Let's get into IT.so. What makes this penny so special? Well, first, it was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark under the year. But here's where things get interesting. A rare minting error turned this ordinary penny into a collector's dream. This specific 2016 D penny has a double die obverse, meaning Lincoln's face looks slightly duplicated, like he had a bit too much coffee that morning. Some of these also have an off-center strike or even a transitional metal error, meaning the coin was accidentally made with the wrong material. Collectors lose their minds over these mistakes. Why? Because the US Mint is supposed to be perfect. When they mess up, it creates rare, one-of-a-kind coins, and rarity means big money. Okay, so how does a single penny sell for over $1 million? Simple: demand and rarity. There's only one known example of this 2016 D penny with all the right errors. And when it went to auction, collectors battled over it like it was the last slice of pizza at a family reunion that a private collector, probably someone who owns way too many magnifying glasses, paid $1.1 million to own this little copper treasure. That's more than a Ferrari. For a penny, there might be more of these pennies out there. The US Mint doesn't keep track of individual mistakes, so it's possible someone has one sitting in a jar, completely unaware. So, if you have any 2016 pennies with a D mint mark, check for these signs. The coin has a weird off-center strike. It seems to be made of the wrong metal, heavier or lighter than normal. And if you think you found one, do not spend it on a vending machine snack like I almost did. Get it checked by a coin expert ASAP. Speaking of vending machines, let me tell you about the time I nearly lost a small fortune. A while back, I was digging through my change, looking for a snack. I had a handful of coins, and one looked a little off. But hunger won, and I was about to feed it into the machine when a buddy of mine, also a coin nerd, grabbed my arm and said, "Dude, stop." Turns out, that coin was a rare double-die penny from 1995 worth over $500. And I was about to trade it for a $1 bag of pretzels. Lesson learned: always check your change before you spend it. All right, folks, now that you know about this $1 million penny, what's the first thing you're going to do? That's right, dig through your change jar like a madman. And I don't blame you. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on another crazy coin discovery. Trust me, there are more coins out there worth serious money, and I'm here to help you find them. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Let's hear those stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny counts, especially if it's worth $1.1 million. Ever thought that the humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, hold on to your hats, because today we're diving deep into the world of the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that's been making waves in the numismatic community. And guess what? Some folks are buzzing about it reaching a staggering $1.2 million. Let's unravel this mystery together. First things first, let's get acquainted with our star, the 1971 Lincoln penny. If you flip it over, you'll notice the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. And on the front, Honest Abe himself, looking as stoic as ever. But what's this talk about no mint mark? Mint marks are tiny letters on coins indicating where they were produced. For example, a D signifies the Denver Mint, and an S points to San Francisco. If there's no letter, it means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. So, our 1971 penny without a mint mark hails from the city of brotherly love. Now, let's address the $1 million, or should I say $1.2 million. Question: is this penny really worth that much? In the world of coin collecting, certain pennies have fetched high prices due to unique characteristics or errors. For instance, the 1943 copper wheat penny, which was mistakenly struck in copper instead of steel during World War II, has fetched prices up to $500,000. Similarly, the 1909 SVB penny, with only 484,000 minted, is highly sought after by collectors. These coins are considered key dates, coins that are harder to find and are more valuable than others in the series. The 1909 SVB penny, for example, is a key date due to its low mintage and historical significance. But what about our 1971 no-mint mark penny? While it's true that certain pennies without mint marks can be valuable, the 1971 Philadelphia penny isn't typically among them. Millions were produced, making it quite common. However, if you have a 1971 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition or with a unique error, like a double die or off-center strike, it could be worth more to collectors. So, before you start planning that dream vacation funded by your penny jar, it's essential to have your coins appraised by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. They can assess factors like condition, rarity, and demand to give you an accurate valuation. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I stumbled upon a jar of old coins in my grandma's attic. Among them was a 1955 double die penny, a coin famous for its noticeable doubling of the date and lettering. My heart raced, thinking I'd hit the jackpot. After getting it appraised, it turned out to be worth a few $1,000s. Not quite early retirement money, but enough to make me appreciate the value hiding in plain sight. The moral of the story? Always check your change. You never know when a rare coin might pop up. And if you're serious about coin collecting, educate yourself. Join local coin clubs, attend shows, and immerse yourself in the hobby. The more you know, the better your chances of spotting that diamond, or in this case, penny, in the rough. Thanks for joining me on this numismatic adventure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable pennies and want to uncover more hidden treasures, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Share your coin discoveries in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep those eyes sharp and those pennies shiny. You're sifting through an old jar of pennies, and suddenly, you stumble upon one that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Sounds like a plot twist in a movie, right? Well, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this thrilling journey into the world of rare coins, focusing on the elusive 1952 wheat penny. Now, before you start tearing apart your couch cushions in search of hidden fortune, let's get one thing straight. Not every old penny is worth a fortune, but some are, and the stories behind them are as fascinating as finding out your grandma was a secret rock star. Today, we're diving deep into the 1952 wheat penny, a coin that has collectors buzzing and treasure seekers dreaming. First, let's set the stage. The Lincoln wheat penny, affectionately known as the Wheatie, was minted from 1909 to 1958. It features Honest Abe on the front and two stalks of wheat on the back, symbolizing prosperity and, let's be honest, making us all a bit hungry for carbs. The mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the San Francisco Mint. In 1952, millions of these pennies were minted, so finding one isn't exactly like spotting Bigfoot. However, certain factors can skyrocket a coin's value faster than my excitement at an all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. Just like in real estate, where it's all about location, 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 in coin collecting, it's condition, condition, condition. A 1952 penny in average circulated condition might fetch you 5 to 10 cents, enough to make a kid's day in 1952. But if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you're looking at $5 to $10. Not exactly early retirement money, but hey, it's a start. Now let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the penny in the jar. Could a 1952 wheat penny really be worth $1.3 million? In the world of coin collecting, certain errors and rare features can make a coin extremely valuable. For example, the 1943 bronze cent, a penny mistakenly struck on a bronze planchet during World War II, sold for $840,000. Similarly, the 1909 SVB penny, with only 484,000 minted, is highly sought after by collectors. However, there is no widely recognized record of a 1952 wheat penny fetching $1.3 million. It's essential to approach such claims with caution and consult reputable sources or professional appraisers when evaluating a coin's value. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I inherited a coin collection from my eccentric Uncle Joe. Among the coins was a 1952 wheat penny. My heart raced faster than a kid on a sugar high. Could this be my golden ticket? I rushed to a local coin appraiser, dreams of yachts and private islands swirling in my head. After a thorough inspection, the appraiser smiled and said, "Well, it's worth about 7 cents. Turns out, Uncle Joe's real treasure was his collection of vintage sock puppets. So, what's the moral of the story? While the 1952 Sweet penny is a charming piece of history. It's unlikely to make you a millionaire. However, the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the stories behind each coin are priceless. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting and want to uncover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts, and who knows, maybe next time, we'll uncover a coin that is worth $1 million. Keep searching, stay curious, and may your finds be ever in your favor. All right, folks, let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually looked at your pennies? I mean, really examined them? Because if you got a 1988 Lincoln penny in your pocket right now, you might just be sitting on $1.40 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.4 million for a penny. Now, before you go flipping over your couch cushions, let me tell you, finding this coin is like hitting the jackpot at a vending machine. But it's possible. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this 1988 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny so special, why collectors are losing their minds over it, and how you can spot one before you accidentally spend it on a gas station coffee. And stick with me till the end because I've got a wild personal story about how I once almost spent a rare coin at a drive-thru. Spoiler alert, it still haunts me. Okay, let's break this down. Most pennies have a little letter underneath the date that tells you where they were made. D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and if there's no letter at all, it usually means it was minted in Philadelphia. But in 1988, something went terribly right that a tiny batch of these pennies was struck using a 1989 die by mistake. And because of that little slip-up, these coins have a distinct feature that no other 1988 penny should have, what we call a transition error. The easiest way to tell? The FG initials, for Frank Gasparo, the guy who designed the reverse, are different. The normal 1988 penny has one style of the FG initials, but the rare one has the 1989 style. And guess what? That microscopic difference is why this penny is worth millions. All right, now for the part that's going to make you dig through your change jar. A verified example of this rare 1988 penny with the transition error recently sold at auction for a mind-blowing $1.4 million. Why so much? Simple. It's an extreme rarity. It's a huge discovery in the numismatic world, and rich collectors love to flex. Now, not every 1988 penny is going to be worth millions, but even if yours isn't the jackpot version, some of these error coins are still selling for thousands of dollars. Not bad for a coin most people don't even think twice about. If you have a 1988 penny, don't spend it yet. If there's no mint mark, you might have a winner. Zoom in on the FG initials next to the Lincoln Memorial. If they match the 1989 style, jackpot. And remember, if you think you found one, get checked by a professional grading service before you start planning your new yacht purchase. The time I almost spent a rare coin now, let me tell you about the time I almost made the biggest mistake of my life that a few years ago I was at a fast food drive-thru, just minding my business, ordering my usual double cheeseburger, extra pickles because obviously. And when I got to the window, I pulled some change out of my pocket to cover the bill. As I was handing over the coins, something fell off. You ever just get a weird feeling in your gut? Like when your grandma calls you by your full name. Something bad is about to happen. Oh, I paused. Looked down, and right there in my hand was a rare 1943 steel penny. Now, this wasn't $1 million coin, but it was worth way more than a $5 burger. I yanked it back so fast, I think I startled the cashier. Ended up paying with my debit card instead. Always check your change before you spend it. You never know when you're about to hand over a small fortune for a bag of fries. All right, my fellow treasure hunters, now you know the truth about the 1988 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, how to spot it, why it's worth a ridiculous amount of money, and why you should never blindly spend your change. Go check your pennies right now. Seriously, pause this video, grab your old coin jar, and start looking. You could be sitting on $1 million mistake. And hey, if you love learning about coins worth serious money and want more tips on spotting valuable pocket change, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next grocery store quarter might just be worth a new car. Imagine this. You're digging through your pocket change, and suddenly, you find a penny worth $1.5 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, Hold on to that thought as we dive into the world of the 2006 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Spoiler alert, it might not fund your retirement, but it's got a story worth every cent. Let's set the stage. In 2006, the Denver Mint struck over 3.9 billion. Yes, billion with a Lincoln Memorial sense. With numbers like that, these pennies are about as common as cat videos on the internet. But does that mean they're all just worth a penny? Not quite. Now, before you start emptying your piggy banks, let's talk value. In general, a circulated 2006 D penny is worth, drumroll, please, 1 cent. But, and it's a big, but if you've got one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you might be looking at a value of about 36 cents. Not exactly a down payment on a yacht, but hey, it's 35 cents more than you started with. Cut to image of a penny with a visible error. Host. Here's where things get interesting. Some 2006 D pennies have what's called a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice, causing some design elements to appear doubled. In 2023, one such penny fetched over $1,000 at auction. CoinValueChecker.com. So, if you find one of these, you might just have a mini windfall on your hands. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a garage sale and spotted a jar full of old coins. Among them was a shiny 2006 D penny. My heart raced. Could it be one of those rare error coins? I rushed home, examined it under my magnifying glass, and it was just a regular penny. But that thrill of the hunt? Priceless. And it led me deeper into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Speaking of rare finds, let's take a quick detour. Some pennies out there are worth more than their weight in gold. For instance, the 1943 D. Lincoln Bronze Wheat penny sold for a whopping $2.3 million. So what's the takeaway here? While your 2006 D penny probably won't make you a millionaire, it's a reminder of the stories hidden in our everyday change. Each coin has a history, a journey, and sometimes a surprise value. Keep your eyes peeled because you never know when you'll find that rare gem. Thanks for joining me on this coin adventure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into pocket change treasures, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Together, we'll uncover more stories and strategies about coins worth money. All right, let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually looked at your pocket change? I mean, really looked, not just to see if you had enough for coffee, but to see if you were accidentally carrying $1 million payday in your pocket. Because let me tell you, there's a 1995 Lincoln penny out there, missing a mint mark, and it's worth $1.6 million. That's right, a single cent that could buy you a mansion, a sports car, or a lifetime supply of coffee, which, honestly, I might need. Stick with me, because today we're diving into what makes this penny so valuable, how you can tell if you have one, and what to do if you hit the jackpot. And trust me, you don't want to miss this, because one of you watching might be sitting on a small fortune right now. What exactly is this legendary penny, and why is it worth so much? In 1995, the U.S. Mint cranked out millions of pennies, most of them with the usual D for Denver or S for San Francisco mint marks. But some of them, they came out with no mint mark at all. Now, missing mint marks aren't always a big deal, but in this case, it was a major error. And in the world of coin collecting, errors mean big money. This particular penny is special because it wasn't just a fluke. There were only a handful of them struck before the mistake was caught. And those few that made it into circulation, well, they became the stuff of coin collecting legend. How to tell if you have the $1.6 million penny now? Before you start digging through your couch cushions, let's go over what you should be looking for. Flip the penny over and look just below the date. If there's no little D or S under the 1995, you might be onto something. This is a fancy way of saying that the lettering, especially Liberty and In God We Trust, looks like it's been stamped twice. Think of it like a blurry Instagram filter, but on a penny. If it's worn down and scratched up, it might still be worth something, but the really valuable ones are in top-notch condition. Congratulations! You just might have a coin that could change your life. All right, let's talk numbers. Because I know that's what you're really here for, that a pristine, high-grade 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny recently sold at auction for $1.6 million. And even lower grade ones can still bring in thousands. Now, before you go quitting your job and planning your dream vacation, Keep in mind that condition is everything. A coin graded MS 70, mint state, perfect condition, is what pulls in the big bucks. But even if yours is a little worn, a rare error like this can still be worth serious cash. Now, let me tell you a quick story, because I know how it feels to be this close to finding a fortune that a few years back, I was sorting through a giant jar of pennies. You know, one of those rainy day coin jars we all have. I was checking every date, looking for rare errors, and suddenly, boom, I found a 1995 penny with no mint mark. I swear, my heart nearly jumped out of my chest. I was already mentally planning how I'd spend my new fortune. Then I took a closer look and realized it was just a normal 1995 penny with some dirt covering the mint mark. I've been duped by pocket lint that always double-check your finds. But hey, that just means the real jackpot penny is still out there, waiting to be found. And it could be you who finds it. The 1995 no mint Mark Lincoln penny is a rare error coin that could be worth $1.60 million if you find one. Check for missing mint marks and doubling on the lettering. Even if yours isn't in perfect shape, it could still be always check your spare change. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Now, before you rush off to dig through your coin jar, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty more tips on spotting rare coins, coin collecting strategies, and how to turn pocket change into serious cash. And hey, drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin, or if, like me, you've been fooled by some very convincing dirt. We dive deep into the fascinating world of numismatics. Today, we've got an incredible story that might just make you check your pocket change a little more closely. Imagine finding a penny worth $1.7 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, grab your magnifying glasses and let's uncover the tale of the 1993 D. Lincoln penny that's making headlines. A penny worth millions? Did I hear that right? Yes, you did. While it might sound like something out of Hollywood script, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Today, we're going to explore how a humble 1993 D. Lincoln cent could potentially be worth a fortune. But first, let's set the stage with a little background. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has been a staple in American currency. Over the years, there have been several notable variations and errors that have caught collectors' eyes. For instance, the 1909 SVB penny is a famous key date coin due to its low mintage of only 484,000 coins. Fast forward to 1993. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies that year, making the 1993 D. Lincoln cent quite common. However, in the world of coin collecting, it's the anomalies that spark excitement. Recently, rumors have circulated about a 1993 D penny fetching a staggering $1.7 million at auction. So, what's the story behind this? In the coin world, errors can significantly increase a coin's value. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die, where the coin's design appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. A notable example is the 1969 S double die penny, which has fetch prices nearing $40,000. The 1993 D penny in question reportedly exhibits a rare and dramatic double die error, making it a unique find. Such significant errors are incredibly rare, and when authenticated, they can command astronomical prices at auction. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I decided to sift through a jar of pennies my grandmother had been collecting for decades. Amidst the sea of copper, I found a 1955 penny with a noticeable doubling on the date. My heart raced. Could it be the famous 1955 double die? I rushed to a local coin dealer, and while it wasn't the rare version, the thrill of the hunt was exhilarating. It just goes to show treasures can be hiding in plain sight. Keep an eye out for doubling in the text or date, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Coins from certain mints or years with low production numbers can be more valuable. For example, the 1909 SVB penny is highly sought after due to its limited mintage. Coins in pristine condition, known as mint state, are more valuable than those showing wear and tear. The tale of the 1993 D penny reminds us that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the world of numismatics offers endless opportunities for discovery. So, next time you have some spare change, take a moment to look through it. Who knows? You might just find a hidden gem worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable pennies, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join us as we continue to uncover more stories of coins worth money and share strategies to enhance your collection.